Hi, Mr. Calix here from Math Magicians. We will continue with our physics course. Today we're going to see vector operations but practice problems. This would be the first video of 3 videos. The first exercise says, a plane travels from Houston, Texas to Washington, D.C., which is 1,540 kilometers east. We're going to make our line for 1,540 kilometers east. And 1,160 kilometers north from Houston. Okay, so there we have it. What is the total displacement of the plane? To find the total displacement, it means this blue line here, we need to find the direction and in this case, the resultant. This is called the resultant, and these are called components. Your component in X is equal to 1,540 kilometers. The component in Y is equal to 1,160 kilometers. To find the resultant, we know that we use Pythagoras. This we learned it from the previous video. The resultant is equal to, in this case, x to the square plus y to the square. The resultant is like your hypotenuse. Once we have this, we can substitute. The resultant is equal to x to the square would be 1,540 kilometers squared plus y squared would be 1,160 kilometers squared. We have this information, we plug it in our calculators, and the answer is 1,928.00. We are going to round it to 3 significant figures. 1,930 kilometers. This would be my resultant. The significant figure video, remember, is one of the first videos uploaded. Once you have your resultant, you have to look for the angle, the direction. The angle, when the components are given, is easier to use tangent. This is when the two components are given. Tangent of the angle is opposite over adjacent. So it will be 1,160 divided by 1,540. To solve for the angle, we send the tangent to the other side. It becomes a tangent inverse. Tangent inverse of 1,160 divided by 1,540. We plug this in our calculators and we will have as an answer 37.0 degrees. Now, I finish on my north. That means that I start, when I write my angle or my direction is north, and then you just make an axis here to see where this arrow is pointing to. It would be north of east. This is the answer for the first exercise. Now, let's make the second one. It says, while following directions on a treasure map, a pirate walks 45.0 north and then turns and walks 7.5 meters east. Okay, so let's make our graph. It says that the pirate walks 45 and then walks 7.5. It's here. It says, what single straight line displacement? We're looking for a single straight line that we're going to use red color. Displacement could the pirate have taken to reach the treasure? We're looking for this here, resultant, and for this angle. Let's name our components. It says that is 45.0 meters, the north component, and the east component would be 7.5 meters. Since we know the formula already, we're just going to substitute directly. It would be x, that is 7.5 meters to the square, plus 45, that would be your y component, meters to the square. We evaluate this in our calculators. We will have that this answer is 45.6 meters using the correct amount of significant figures. Once you have this, remember that you are going to find the direction. And the direction when the x and y components are given, I told you that it's easier to use tangent of the angle. It's not that you cannot use sine and cosine, those can be used, but since the components are given already, you can start by finding tangent of the angle. Tangent of the angle would be opposite over adjacent. So the opposite side would be 7.5 and the adjacent side is 45.0. If you solve for the angle, the same as the previous exercise, we solve this way. once you plug this in your calculator, your answer has to be 9.46 that we round with two significant figures to 9.5 degrees. And remember that the last exercise we finished in north. Here we finish in east. So we say east of north. And that would be your answer. Thank you for watching. And don't forget, physics is life.